this interview I did was in Key West, Florida with Hunter Thompson, and somebody intermittently threw a bomb into the interview and blew up everything. So you're on for the first interview since 1983.
All right, I'm Herb Sutton. Welcome to the show. On this show, I'm very happy to have Commander Cody. How you doing?
I am doing really good. We're crammed here in the backstage at the beautiful Mexicali Blues Cafe in gorgeous Teaneck, New Jersey. The folks are piling in. We're having a great time. I'm about to sign a Commander Cody album here. Got a live one here. Very good. Our best album. I'm going to sign it. What should I put on this now?
Put to Herb.
Just to Herb. That two B's or
one B?
One B. Okay, to Herb. Keep on trucking, and that's exactly what we've been doing for the last 35 years.
What's the show consist of?
The show starts off with Too Much Fun. We do Ride in Suburb number 9, Smoke That Cigarette. Then we do a little Rock That Boogie. I go to Thanks a Lot, Lone Ranger, our big rock song. Then we do a couple songs about trucks. Don't Let Go, Lightning Bar Blues. We come back with a little Painted Dance, more Boogie, Hot Rod Lincoln, Seats and Stems. We end with Beat Me Daddy H to the Barn, Lost in the Ozone.
Tell us a little bit about the history of the Commander Cody Band.
Well, I started off just playing piano in what we would call a frat band. You know, Saturday night, we didn't want to have dates in 1960s, early 60s, University of Michigan. They had dates on weekends, so me and my friends would go, we're not going for that. Let's start a band, then we can be the band that plays at the fraternity house. When the fraternity guys get so drunk they pass out, we'll have all the chicks. You can talk to, I tell you talk to almost every guy that started a band, that's what they're going to say.
Got chicks.
Billy Joel, that's what we got. Well, the girls, oh, guess what? It worked. Okay, so after a couple of years, either you quit and get a straight job, or you get good at being a musician. Right. In my case, we got good at being a musician. So when we got into grad school, we couldn't have really a frat band anymore. Right. So we got turned on to Bob Wills country and western swing music. The bass player, West Virginia Creeper, took up steel guitar. We got rid of the full drum kit. Had a guy playing brushes, stand-up bass, and we started doing the western swing. You know, because we took one look at Bob Wills and we knew this guy was high. There was no doubt about it. We went, all right, this is good. This is high music. And there's a big peace thing at the time. Don't forget.
Oh, back in the 60s.
Peace, love, good vibes. You know, let's smoke, blah, blah, blah. You know, and we were right, and we were, a big part of that. I'm not going to deny that. And that was more fun than I've ever had my entire life, nor anybody else who was out there at the time.
How do you put your first band together? You had quite a few people go through that band right over the years. How did you put your first band together? Well,
the first, I mean, in the 60s, it was easy to find musicians.
No, the first Commander Cody band.
Cody band, well, that started in Michigan.
Oh.
Then what we did is, because the musicians were falling in and out of the band, Bill Kirchen went to San Francisco and called me. I'm teaching at University of Wisconsin in Oshkosh, and Kirchen's out, and it's 1969 starts. It's in the winter. Bill Kirchen's in San Francisco. He's going, Cody, you got to get out here. This is really happening. Get out. It's 20 degrees below zero in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I'm teaching these bunch of deadbeats, how to make art, and it's just not working. So me and Billy C. and the Creeper jumped in the van, made it to San Francisco, joined Bill Kirchen there. We needed a rhythm section, so we found the rhythm section from Charlie Musselwhite's band was dissolving, and they were quitting Charlie, so I snatched up both of those guys. Then the rest of West Virginia Creeper got fired. We found Bobby Black playing the Cowtown in San Jose, California. We got him in the band. Andy Stein came out from Ann Arbor to play fiddle. We made him play sax, made him learn how to play sax. That's why the sax parts and all the early stuff is so funky, because I said, Andy, here's the sax. You play it. Don't worry about it. And it just developed, after a while, people had to fall out. Other people had to come in. Somebody gets married, his wife hates the band, or it's like in Spinal Tap. That's no joke. All of a sudden, you guys, a bunch of guys living together. Next thing you know, everyone's living separately. Not only talking to the guy, you're talking to the guy's old lady. And the next thing you know, she's there, and all this other stuff is happening. And then the band starts to drift apart. And everyone wonders why. It's because the old lady, well, he's making more money than you are. That kind of stuff.
Now, this album I happen to have here, this is the original Commander Cody band?
This is the original Commander Cody band with a couple of substitutions.
Right, okay.
John Tishy had already quit, and we put Norton Buffalo in there to replace him. Norton Buffalo is a harmonica player, plays with Steve Miller Band, also does his own stuff, and he doubles on trombone. So our version of San Antonio Rose on this album is the best ever recorded by anybody. And if you're going out there, follow it, Commander. No, this is Tommy Alsop of Bob Wills, the Texas Playboys, told me.
How'd you get the name Commander Cody?
I was sitting around with a bunch of my friends drinking tequila, trying to think of band names, and I looked up on the TV in the bar, and there's a guy, he's got a black leather jacket on, rocket on the back, helmet, two controls. One says up, down, the other says fast, slow. He puts it on up and fast and takes off, and there's a rocket on his back. I'm going, this is all right. This is 1967. And this is pretty cool. His name was Commander Cody, and the name of the movie was Lost Planet Airmen. So I just changed it to Commander Cody, and because I love that it's about that 30s graphics, the Flash Gordon, the Buck Rogers stuff, the rounded little spaceships, and the Western swing. If you ever seen a Gene Autry movie where the UFOs come down, that's the stuff that we loved, and that Bob Wills music to us meant that. That's what we found so fascinating by the whole thing. And the more we got into country, the more we realized there's two sides. There's real country, there's Nashville country. These guys are going to like you, these guys are not going to like you. So when we actually tried to play in Nashville in 1973, we were not surprised when they booed us off the stage.
Nashville didn't accept the Commander Cody sound?
1973, guy looks like me, steps on the stage in Nashville. I got people going, take a bath, yeah, bum, find that rock concert. But not with the Jersey accent.
Not with,
no. Y'all find a rock concert. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and that's the truth. So we were playing very good country western music. I'm sorry, and we were very sincere about it.
Oh yeah.
And we were really doing our best. And so we said, okay, see you later. And we went back to California, got a Nashville, an LA producer, and put out those two Warner Brothers albums. And then the band broke up because let's just say management/money. I'm choking on my own words here, but So and over the years, me and various members of that original band have gotten together, put out various projects, played in various bands. That one period, 1971 through 1976, that 5-year period, that original band was one of the best things that ever happened.
What's Commander Cody doing now?
Commander Cody is, as we say in the background, at the club starting. We're playing after this band gets off. This is what we do. We also play huge concerts. We play with Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys just last week at the Wisconsin Civic Center. We do Jones Beach Marine Theater. We do little tiny clubs. Here we are at the...
How many dates you play a year?
90 years. 90 days a year. Yeah, no, I'm not killing myself. I'm doing what I can get away with, keep my health, keep the boys together at the same time.
Right, thank you very much for being on the show.
All right, guys.